Hey there, greetings. We're in the car. Wait, there we go. Got the bells. And I am so thankful to Adonai because he helps me to see things differently, and he also helps to recall things from memory and make them current even now. We've got, a new, there's a shift that's happening, from President Trump to President Biden, or in the turnover of any leaders for whichever country you happen to be watching. And the question is, who really loves their country and who's selling it out? Who really loves, and who's selling it out from under the table? I heard a story within my own family, and this is now everything has to do from micro to macro, right? My uncle has been giving very inexpensive, like cheap whiskey to his nephew. Why is he giving cheap whiskey to his nephew? Well, apparently he doesn't love him enough to give him the good stuff, so he's giving him the cheap stuff so that he can join him in his own addiction. So, it's one thing when you're miserable. It's another thing when you pull somebody else into your misery and you want them to be miserable with you. Instead, here we've got a nice, bright-eyed youth. It's his nephew, living his life. He could potentially do great things. But instead, no, his uncle wants to pull him over into alcoholism. Now, Jesus blessed the wine, I get it. But you don't want how quickly a blessing can become a trap, and how quickly we can fall to addictions. And whatever it is that you're addicted to, it keeps you from seeing clearly. Some are addicted to power, some are addicted to money. And you know what? It's because of addiction to greed and power that people are selling out our country out from under us. And it's addiction to popularity and addiction to holding on to your job that news corporations are utilizing emotional manipulation in order to provoke people to make decisions for the wrong reasons. The news 20 years ago was very different. They presented facts. They would present to you the facts, and then you would be able to make the choice for yourself. Now they don't present to you the facts. Now what they do, they present the allegations, the accusations. They try to provoke you. They try to prod you like some cattle with an electric prod. Trying to get directly at an electric prod. A cattle prod is electricity. I don't know how many volts, but I'm sure it's not comfortable. Ours is a little bit more entertaining. You know what I mean? Ours is it comes with news breaks and banners and breaking news articles and scrolls, and it's a little addictive because we like to see those banners and scrolls. We're being emotionally manipulated, folks. Hunter Biden and selling out China and giving Pop his cut. His cut of what? His cut of America. And so at what point are we allowed to be outraged? At what point are we allowed to look at the truth and to judge for ourselves? I'm telling you, back it up 20 years. Look at a nice 60 Minutes article. You're going to see some amazing stuff. You're going to see impartial presentation of news. You're going to see God looking over our country. You're going to see one nation under God, indivisible, and you're going to see a public that is respected, and you're going to see an American people that have the right, and I don't even know, what can I say? Be sold up a river, man, being sold up a river, manipulated, used, abused. We're in trouble. Watch what you see. Watch the gates of your eyes and your ears. And you know what? If you're like me and you just can't handle the news, listen to Jesus. Vote biblically. Do what the Lord presses to your heart. Because no matter what rule book you follow, for those of us who follow Messiah Yeshua, he tells us exactly what he needs us to do. He tells us exactly where we need to go. He tells us by which lens we need to view particular information that's coming towards us. And he's always there to hold our hand. All we have to do is listen to him and lean into him. And he will guide us in the way everlasting. Because you know what? This world is not our home, but I love it. I love God's creation. I love that I can play music in my car and I can drive and I can have a video at the same time. I love that we have been brought to this place for a very particular reason at this very particular time. So may God bless you. May his face shine upon you. May he be gracious to you. May he give you peace. Shalom.